I think having kids is morally questionable at best. That's so cringe, bro. What do you mean? We're only being ruled by pedophiles who eat children. What are you talking about, bro? We're only slaves within the 9-to-5 system that was designed by the CIA to kill you slowly. Dude, our food's only being poisoned. I mean, life has only been defined by suffering since human existence. What are you talking about, bro? That's so stupid. I know. I know that's how most people think. Most people think I'm a joke. My opinion is a joke, and I don't care about that, okay? I got over that a while ago, and I don't really care about that anymore. I know that's what most people think about me. But why would I care about what a psychopath thinks? Like, the normie is a psychopath. I talk about this a lot, but it's true. Like, a normie just goes about life. They don't really think too much. There's a garbage truck over there. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Let me walk away a little bit. A normie doesn't really think about, what the heck is that? Is that bubblegum? Anyway, the normie life is be a slave for 40 years, be in school for 20. I should have said that reversed, but that's the normie life, and then have kids so they can repeat the same meaningless cycle that they hate too. And that's what a normie does. But someone who thinks like more critically about life is like, do I really want my kids to be a slave for 40 years and have their money, their hard-earned money that they bled and sweat for, being raped from them by pedophiles? And they're like, that doesn't really sound like what I wanted. Oh, and like, the Escape the Matrix people are so funny to me, though, because they're like, what? You just gotta hustle, bro. You just gotta hustle and you'll escape the 9-to-5 trap. Yeah, I don't even know if you can be that delusional. It's, to think that you're in complete control of your life is just unrealistic. And I'm not saying that in a doomer way. It's just too hopeful. It's copeful. It's unrealistic. I have no problem. I encourage people to try and escape the 9-to-5. I'm trying to do it. But to say that you can 100% do it, like, there's so much chance. Like, okay, say you want to be a social media creator, you want to be a streamer, that involves so much luck. That's what most people want because it's easy, it's a very easy job. Most people don't even call it a job, and that's why they want it. It's because it's a relaxed life, and that's really all we could ask for. But it requires so much luck. You're literally being determined by an algorithm, and yes, you do have some control. Like, making good content obviously will boost your odds, but it is a slot machine of videos, and if you get picked, well, good for you, but not everyone gets picked. Like, hold on. What the fuck is that? That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, as I was saying, it's a slot machine, and there's many contestants, and you could win, but you also couldn't. Like, normies don't like to think about the fact that you can do everything right, and you can still fail. Like, that's just, and it sucks. Like, I don't want to believe that. I want to believe if I just work hard, if I hustle, then I'll be able to escape the 9-to-5, but that's not how it works. Life has never been that fair, and it never will be. So, yeah. I mean, when people say like stuff like that, it's so cringe, and this is back to me not wanting to have kids. I wouldn't want to create this struggle out of nothing, just for them to beat it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, they didn't need to have a 9-to-5 before they were born. They never had a bad day before they were born. But no, I decided, you know what? I want this. And now they want peace and happiness from this system that is designed to destroy them. But this is cringe, though. You know, life is full of suffering, but who cares, bro? Just overcome it, man. We may have created it out of nothing, but we gotta overcome it now. Like, bro. Nah, bro. I'm gonna choose to not create that suffering to begin with. Like, human life is defined by suffering. Most people aren't having a jolly time here. They're just getting by, they're surviving on gooey slop and, what else? And YouTube shorts, like... When people say life is a gift, Like, really? Look at the average life. People are surviving on 5 hours of doom scrolling and like 2 Mountain Dews a day. Like, oh yeah, that's the signs of a gift. That's thriving. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. I think there's like drone missiles being I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's a sign of thriving, you know. Life is such a gift that most people are trying to escape it daily with, you know, like copes, like scrolling, like constant media consumption, and like junk food. What else? Like, yeah, these are not, like, if you have a fucking brain, if you have a brain, you can see that people are not thriving, they are surviving. They say life is a gift, and then they scroll for 3 hours, and they rot their insides with Mickey D's. Like, bro, you can't get more hypocritical than this. It's unbelievable. Life was never a gift. Come on, I'm not even saying that to be negative. I'm just being real. Look at the animal kingdom. Do you think a squirrel thinks life is a gift? Nah, buddy. It just suffers. And then it dies. And yeah, that's pretty much... Actually, wait, I do have one... Oh my god, bro, the garbage trucks are out today! Do have one more thing to talk about. I wanted to talk about... religion kind of fits into this, this whole thing because... Oh my god, hold on. Religion kind of fits into this whole thing because people don't want to accept it, but what is religion? It is a cope. And it is a existential cope. It is one of the biggest copes. And why is that? Because you're choosing to believe something in the absence of evidence because it feels good. That is the opposite of rationality. That is hope, but it's just more like cope because, like, the reason people believe it in the absence of evidence is because it makes them feel that, like, oh, I'm going to go to heaven after I die. Oh, there's a God who loves us. And it fills all these existential horrors that we try not to think about daily, and it makes us feel good, and that's why like 90% of the population is religious. It's because it's just a cope. Like, if we're being honest, believing something in the absence of evidence just because it makes you feel good, that's a cope. Come on. Like, if there was good evidence, like, sure, okay, maybe it's not a cope. Maybe you've got a point, but you're just choosing to believe this because, ooh, it makes me feel good. It gives me the dopamine that I want. Like, come on, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Come on, man. It's a cope. It gives us these reassurances from life itself. Life is scary. It is horrifying. Everything about it, life and death, are both horrifying. So people turn to, like, you know, Christianity and God to save themselves from life itself. And most people turn to religion when they're in a very dark spot. And this is basically saying that, what I'm saying is, life is so overwhelming and bad that people want to turn to something higher than this. The goal here of this this prison planet is to escape it. That's why all of these religions promise, like, a heaven, you know, or like a nirvana. It's because we all want something better than this. This world is not very good, okay? So when you sprout that life is a gift shit, just don't. Say it's like, yeah, life can be good sometimes, but it's shit. Most of the time it's shit. That's a rational observation, and quite frankly, all of this stuff I've described is not a world I personally would want to bring kids into, because I'm not a psychopath. I'm not fucking insane. I don't look at a cruel and unfair world and think, yeah, that's where I want to have kids. No. That's not it, boy. Because I'm not a normie. I'm not a psychopath. And is that a bit, you might be saying, that's a bit crazy, bro. Having kids makes you psychopathic? Yeah. Having kids in a rotting world that is controlled by cannibalist pedophiles is insane. Nothing about that sounds appealing. Do you want, like, seriously, do you want your kid to be eaten alive and raped by Jeffrey Epstein, the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein? Do you want that? No!